Hi everyone and welcome back to the Brick Bods. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You join me today for another Minifigure Monday, and this week it's the Series 7 Tennis Ace. So Ian just referred to him as the tennis player. He didn't realise that he was an ace, and in fact he says based on his face it looks like he's losing, so he's not much of an ace. The hairpiece on this minifigure is actually Ian's hairpiece for his sig fig, so I had to dig that out in order to do this review. Neither of us were particularly bothered by the racket on this guy. I don't like the colour personally, I think it's an odd colour, and I'd quite like to see it if it was this colour to then have different colour strings inside, whereas Ian was like, nope, it's too chunky and it looks a bit too blocky and childish, that racket. He would prefer it if Lego were to make like a trans clear piece inside that racket and then very thin sort of grid printed onto that piece to make the racket. I don't think it's that bad, but I kind of get what he's getting at. I mean, it is Lego, so I'm just going to deal with it. One thing that did really bother Ian, and this is so tiny, the detail, it's on that collar, those buttons. He's trying to work out which side are the buttons actually on. So you look like you've got 3 buttonholes. You can see 1 button underneath and 1 through the buttonhole, and then there's no button at the bottom. So he's like, what's going on there? I feel Ian's maybe getting a little too fussy about these reviews, but makes me giggle. He also pointed out that for a tennis player, he's got no balls. I'm going to guess that we can use some either studs to show a ball if we were going to have him on a tennis court. Not that we have room for a tennis court. Or those little Technic balls that sort of fit over an axle. So we can definitely find something to use. I'm going to give him a spin round so you can see how boring he is from the back. He's just a white minifigure. Nothing exciting at all. So I will double check for an alternative head, but I don't think he has one because he's got that headband and it stops and doesn't do anything on the other side. So yeah, it's just like that. So I think we can have a tennis player wandering around the city. I think if you're a tennis player, you would be carrying your racket at points. You probably wouldn't have that facial expression though. So I don't know. But I've got some of the Team G&B tennis players as well, so I could always make them have a little tennis game somewhere. But I just don't think I've got enough space for a full-size tennis court. Maybe they're just practicing against a wall or something, I don't know. Or, instead of just tennis, I could make like a swing ball, and then it's quite funny because they're professional tennis players, but they're playing swing ball instead. I think that would be a good scene, so I might do that. So let me know what you think of the tennis ace in the comments below and where you put them in your city. I'm going to go return Ian's hair to him. If you like minifigures, I'll link up our Minifigure Monday playlist now as well. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an update. See you later.